moments through the cold, through every gray and frozen day. I saved my petals just for you. I knew that you were on your way. The winter tried to make me doubt, but I held on with everything. I counted down the quiet days until I heard the footsteps of spring. And here you are, just like I knew you'd be, walking down this road that I kept just for you and me. The cherry blossoms waited all winter just for you. Every petal saved, every branch held on through. I didn't bloom for anyone, I saved it all for this. The moment you looked up and smiled was everything I wished. You walked beneath my branches slow, like you forgot that spring could come. I let my petals fall like snow to remind you you're not alone. I've watched you rush 1,000 times without a glance at what I give, but today you stopped and looked at me, and I remembered why I live. And here you are, just like I knew you'd be, standing still for once, letting spring just be. The cherry blossoms waited all winter just for you. Every petal saved, every branch held on through. I didn't bloom for anyone, I saved it all for this. The moment you looked up and smiled was everything I wished. You'll forget me by the summer. I'll be gone before you know, but I'll come back next February and wait for you in the cold. The cherry blossoms waited, I'll always wait for you. Every winter I'll come back and bloom the whole way through. I bloom for you, only you. I saved it all for this. See you next spring, my dear. Until then, I'll miss petals falling free. See you next spring. I'll be waiting, always waiting, just for you. Just for you. I float down slowly on the river, pink and soft against the blue. The Han is carrying me gently all the way from spring to you. I started up on Namsan's branches, drifted down on morning air. Now I'm dancing on the water, wondering if you'll see me there. Look down at the river, I'm waving just for you. A little pink hello from the spring passing through. Petals on the Han, dancing just for you. Carried by the morning wind the whole way through. I'm smart and I am fleeting, but today I found my place, floating on the river with a smile on my face. The joggers passed me without seeing, the cyclists rush along the banks, but you stopped and watched me floating. And I wanna give you thanks for noticing the As the city lights, but for this one spring morning, everything feels right. Petal on the Han, this moment just for you. Gone before the evening, but always coming through. I'm small and I'm fading, but today meant everything to float beneath your gaze on the first real day of spring. Floating away, see you next spring. Testo. Still on the spring. See you next spring. Floating away. Just a moment, let the pink surround you now. This is why I waited. Let me show you how. Yeouido turns pink just for days like this. A canopy of blossoms too beautiful to miss. Walk a little slower, let the petals touch your face. Yeouido turns pink, and the world becomes a gentle place. The suits and ties look softer now beneath my canopy of spring. Even the busiest sunlight stops when they hear my petals sing. I don't do this every season, just the one, the best one, spring. 2 weeks is all I'm given, but look at what 2 weeks can bring. Yeouido turns pink just for days like this. A canopy of blossoms too beautiful to miss. Walk a little slower, let the petals touch your face. Yeouido turns pink, and the world becomes a gentle place. so gently from the branch where she has slept. I carry her through the city, over every path she's kept. She's lighter than a secret, softer than a sigh. I take her past the rooftops and up into the sky. Let me take you somewhere you've never had to go. Just close your eyes and trust me. Let the morning wind blow. The wind carries her home through the streets of spring, past the cafes and the crosswalks and everything. She doesn't know where she's going, but she doesn't need to know. The wind carries her home wherever the one days go. I carry all the petals, all the ones who let go, the brave ones and the gentle ones who trusted me to show the way through Seoul in springtime, from branch to bench to stream. I'm the gentlest kind of journey between what is and what might seem. Wind carries her home through the streets of spring, past the cafes and the crosswalks and everything. She doesn't know where she's going, but she doesn't need to know. The wind carries her home wherever one days go. Gentle and flowing, maybe you're like the petal, unsure of where to land. Just let the spring wind take you. Everything is planned. One carries her home, glad to carry you through the streets of Seoul in springtime. There's nowhere else to go but through. She doesn't know where she's going. That's the beautiful part. The wind carries her home straight to the heart. Wind fading, let go. Just let go. The wind knows the let go. I've been standing here for centuries, through every season, every year. But when the spring comes back to Seoul, something bright appears. The blossoms grow along my edges, pink against my ancient gray. I've held up empires and dynasties, but spring is my favorite day. Come and lean against me, feel how warm I've grown. Every spring I bloom again, so you won't feel alone. The stone wall is in bloom, old and new in one, gray and pink together under the spring sun. I've seen 1,000 springs, but this one feels brand new. The stone wall is in bloom, and it's all for you. The young ones pass by taking photos, the older ones just smile and nod. They remember when they sadly felt like touching God. I hold the history rolling listed. 경복궁 in the morning, 북촌 in the afternoon. Wherever old soul breathes in springtime, you'll find me in bloom. The stone wall is in bloom. Come and rest a while. Let the history hold you. Let the old stones make you smile. I've seen 1,000 springs, I'll see 1,000 more. The stone wall is in bloom, just like it was before. Fading morally, still blooming, still here every spring. I've been holding on for days now, watching all my sisters fall. They went so gracefully before me, and now it's time, that's all. The wind is getting warmer, the green is coming through. I've done my job in springtime, now I let go for you. Don't be sad to see me falling, this is how it's meant to be. Beauty doesn't last forever, that's what makes it free. The last petal falls, slow and soft and true. Everything that blooms must end, but it bloomed for you. Don't hold on too tightly, let the spring let go. The last petal falls into the world below. I saw you smile beneath the branches, I saw you stop and breathe it in. I saw you take a photo slowly, like you wanted to hold spring. Thank you for the way you noticed, thank you for the time you gave. Every petal blooms more brightly when someone stops to say. Last petal falls, slow and soft and true. Everything that blooms must end, but it bloomed for you. Don't hold on too tightly, let the spring let go. The last petal falls into the world below. Next year I'll come back stronger, more petals, brighter pink. But this year's bloom was special, more than you might think. The last petal falls, carry you with you. Long after the branches are bare, the bloom lives in you. Don't be sad to see me go, and I'll be back again in spring. The last petal falls into everything. Sunny rain is the way it says. Until next spring, I'll miss you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I remember every spring you had, the ones where you were tired, the ones where you sat by the window and watched the rain and cried. I remember the spring you almost gave up, the one where hope ran thin, rained that night, a gentle rain to wash the outside in. Let me fall on you gently, I've been here before. Every spring I find you knocking at your door. Spring rain, remember every version of you, the broken and the beautiful, the whole way through. I fall without a judgment, I fall without a sound. Spring rain remembers every time you've turned around. This spring you see my little light is something in your step has changed. I fall on you more gently now, like something rearranged. The petals open wider when I arrive in town. The city smells like beginning every time I come around. Spring rain remembers every version of you, the broken and the beautiful, the whole way through. I fall without a judgment, I fall without a sound. Spring rain remembers every time you've turned around. I've watered all your garters, the ones inside your chest. I've fallen on your hardest days and tried to do my best. Spring rain remembers, and it wants you to know every spring you made it through has helped you grow. I'll keep falling gently, for April that comes through. Spring rain remembers, and spring rain loves you. Spring you made it. Spring rain remembers all of it is, all of it is. Every spring you made it. I stand above the city, always watching everything below. But every spring I get a little shy. With all this pink I show, the cable cars go up and down me, carrying people to the top. And when they see what spring has done to me, they can't help but stop. Look at me from down below, or come up and see the view. Either way, the spring I dressed up, especially for you. Namsan, butcher's paint under the April sky. A mountain full of blossoms reaching way up high. I've been here 1,000 years, I'll be here 1,000 more. But every spring I blush again, like I never have before. The lovers come and lock their promises on fences near the top. They think the padlocks hold them forever, but it's the view that makes them stop. I hold them up so gently, both the locks and all the love. And every spring I give them flowers from the city up above. Namsan, luscious pink under the April sky. A mountain full of blossoms reach way up high. I've been here 1,000 years, I'll be here 1,000 like I never have before. White and panoramic, from up here, so look softer. The edges all go blur. The gray becomes a garden, and the city sounds like burn. Namsan, luscious pink, come and see the view from up here in the blossoms. Everything looks new. I've been here 1,000 years, but today means most of all. Namsan luscious pink before the petals fall. The city sounds blue. Come back anytime. I'll believe. Come back anytime. The city sounds blue. I'll always be here. Plans change just for you. I sat here through the frost and snow, through every empty frozen day. I watched the bare trees all around me, and I waited anyway. The cold ones passed me without sitting, too cold, too gray, too tired to stop. But I kept the space beside me open, hoping you come by and not come and sit beside me. I've been saving you the space. All the winter I was waiting for the warmth of your face. The bench waited all winter, in the cold and in the gray. Kept a space beside it open for a spring afternoon someday. And here you are, he finally came. The blossoms all above the bench waited all winter for this moment, for this love. I've held so many quiet mornings, so many lunches eaten alone, so many tears that no one noticed, so many people finding home. But there's something about spring that changes the way that people sit with me. They lean back, look up at the blossoms, and for a moment they feel free. The bench waited all winter, in the cold and in the gray. Kept a space beside it open for a spring afternoon someday. And here you are, you finally came. The blossoms all above the bench waited all winter for this moment, for this love. Stay as long as you like. There's nowhere you need to be. The bench has waited all this time. Just you, just spring, just me. The bench waited all winter, and it will wait again. For 5 minutes of spring sunshine with you until the end. The blossoms fall around us, the afternoon goes slow. The bench waited all winter, and now it doesn't wanna let you go. Peaceful birds breathe, stay a little longer. The blossoms are still falling, there's no rush. I waited all winter, the blossoms are still falling, there's no rush. I waited all winter. The blossoms are all fading now. gentlest goodbye. I watch you walk beneath my branches. I saw you breathe the April air. I saw the weight lift off your shoulders for a moment right there. That's why I do this every season. That's why I hold on through the cold to give you 2 weeks of believing that the best is yet to unfold. So says see you next spring. Hold on to the heat for the summer and the autumn and the winter's cold defeat. I'll be waiting with the balsams, seeing branches say pink sky. Soul says see you next spring with the gentlest goodbye. Take the memory with you of petals in your hair, of standing still in Seoul in April without a single care. When the winter gets too heavy, when the gray goes on too long, remember this, remember spring.